happiness, an emotion that all of us experience at least once in our life. The pursuit of happiness in life is the core of all human suffering. The ancient Stoics put great emphasis on happiness and its role as a human emotion. That is why in today's video, we will highlight 100 lessons inspired by Stoicism and wisdom that one can use to come closer to the emotion we all crave in life. Before we start today, I would like to thank all of you for watching this video, and I hope you can all use this wisdom and knowledge to find more happiness in your life. If you enjoy this video and want to see more Stoic wisdom, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can get more exposure to ancient Stoicism and its wisdom in life. Thank you again all for watching and enjoy the video. Number 1. Practice savoring. Imagine waking up to the gentle warmth of the sun on your face, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafting through the air, and the sound of birds chirping outside your window. These simple, everyday moments hold the key to unlocking a profound sense of happiness and contentment, yet all too often we let them pass by unnoticed, consumed by the stresses and distractions of modern life. This is where the Stoic practice of savoring comes in, the art of actively focusing on and prolonging positive experiences, no matter how small or fleeting they may seem. By consciously directing your attention to the good in your life, you train your mind to seek out and appreciate the beauty and wonder that surrounds you, even amidst life's challenges and uncertainties. As Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." By fully immersing yourself in the joys of the present moment, you free yourself from the shackles of worry and regret, and open your heart to the boundless possibilities that life has to offer. But savoring is more than just passive appreciation. It's an active practice that requires intention, focus, and a willingness to embrace life's simple pleasures. Whether it's taking a moment to relish the taste of a perfectly ripe strawberry, losing yourself in the pages of a captivating book, or sharing a heartfelt laugh with a dear friend, savoring is about bringing your full presence and attention to the experiences that nourish your soul. The Stoics understood that true happiness doesn't come from the relentless pursuit of external pleasures or material possessions, but rather from cultivating a deep sense of gratitude, contentment, and inner peace. By making savoring a daily practice, you train your mind to find joy and meaning in the ordinary moments of life, rather than constantly chasing after the next big thrill or achievement. So, how can you begin to incorporate the practice of savoring into your own life? Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to fully engage with a positive experience, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. Use all of your senses to fully immerse yourself in the moment. Notice the colors, textures, and scents around you, and let yourself be fully present and alive. You can also try keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple practice has been shown to significantly boost happiness levels and overall well-being, as it helps shift your focus from what's lacking in your life to the abundance of good that surrounds you. Another powerful way to cultivate savoring is to share your positive experiences with others. When you recount a joyful moment to a friend or loved one, you not only relive the experience yourself, but also spread the joy to those around you. This creates a ripple effect of positivity that can transform your relationships and deepen your sense of connection and belonging. As you begin to make savoring a regular part of your life, you may find that your overall outlook begins to shift. Instead of dwelling on the negatives or getting caught up in the stress and chaos of daily life, you'll start to see the world through a lens of appreciation and wonder. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being, as well as your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Number 2, Cultivate emodiversity. In a world that often glorifies constant positivity and the pursuit of happiness at all costs, the Stoic concept of emodiversity offers a refreshing and nuanced perspective on emotional well-being. Emodiversity, or the embrace of a wide range of emotions, both positive and negative, is a powerful tool for cultivating resilience, self-awareness, and a deeper sense of meaning and purpose in life. The Stoics understood that the human experience is a tapestry woven from a diverse array of emotions, each serving a unique purpose in our personal growth and development. Rather than seeking to suppress or avoid negative emotions, such as sadness, anger, or fear, the Stoics encouraged us to approach them with curiosity, acceptance, and a willingness to learn from their messages. As Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote in his Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By embracing the full spectrum of our emotions, we open ourselves up to a richer, more textured experience of life, one that allows us to face challenges with greater courage, adaptability, and wisdom. But cultivating emodiversity isn't just about accepting negative emotions. It's also about recognizing and savoring the many shades of positive emotions that color our lives. From the quiet contentment of a job well done to the exuberant joy of a long-awaited reunion with a loved one, each positive emotion has its own unique flavor and significance. By consciously seeking out and appreciating the diversity of positive emotions available to us, we expand our emotional vocabulary and deepen our capacity for happiness and fulfillment. This, in turn, helps us build a more robust and resilient sense of well-being, one that can withstand the inevitable ups and downs of life. So, how can we begin to cultivate emodiversity in our own lives? One powerful practice is that of mindfulness, the act of bringing our full attention and awareness to the present moment, without judgment or resistance. By learning to observe our emotions with curiosity and acceptance, we can begin to develop a more nuanced understanding of their subtle shades and variations. Another key strategy is to actively seek out new and diverse emotional experiences. This might mean stepping outside your comfort zone to try a new hobby or activity, engaging in deep and meaningful conversations with people from different walks of life, or simply allowing yourself to fully feel and express a wider range of emotions in your daily interactions. Number 3, adopt a challenge mindset. In the tapestry of life, challenges and obstacles are the threads that add depth, texture, and meaning to our existence. Just as a skilled weaver transforms seemingly discordant strands into a beautiful and cohesive pattern, the Stoic philosophy invites us to embrace the challenges we face as opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and the cultivation of a rich and fulfilling life. The Stoic concept of adopting a challenge mindset is rooted in the understanding that true happiness and contentment arise not from the absence of difficulties, but from the development of the inner strength, wisdom, and resilience needed to navigate them with grace and purpose. It is a call to reframe our perception of adversity, to see it not as a barrier to our well-being, but as a catalyst for our highest growth and development. As Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it." Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. This powerful sentiment reminds us that it is through the crucible of challenge and struggle that we forge our greatest strengths and unlock our deepest potential. Adopting a challenge mindset is not about seeking out hardship for its own sake, but rather about cultivating a deep sense of purpose, values, and inner resilience that allows us to approach life's inevitable challenges with clarity, courage, and an unwavering commitment to our own growth and well-being. It is a recognition that, just as the mighty oak tree draws strength from the storms that threaten to topple it, we too can find nourishment and growth in the very challenges that test our mettle. By viewing ourselves as works in progress, constantly evolving and expanding in response to life's difficulties, we tap into a wellspring of potential and possibility that can carry us through even the darkest of times. We begin to see challenges not as obstacles to be avoided, but as opportunities to learn, adapt, and transform ourselves in ways we never thought possible. This shift in perspective is beautifully encapsulated by Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who wrote, "Our actions may be impeded, but there can be no impeding our intentions or dispositions. Because we can accommodate and adapt, the mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting." In embracing a challenge mindset, we open ourselves up to a life of boundless growth, resilience, and self-discovery. We learn to trust in our own inner strength and in the inherent wisdom of the universe, knowing that, even in the face of life's most daunting challenges, we have the power to choose our response and to use those challenges as stepping stones to a richer, more meaningful existence. Number 4. Implement micro-adventures. At its core, the practice of micro-adventures is about rekindling our innate sense of curiosity, spontaneity, and enthusiasm for the world around us. It is a reminder that even in the midst of our busy, oftentimes monotonous lives, there is always room for a little bit of magic, a dash of the unexpected, and a healthy dose of adventure. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable." By focusing our attention on the present moment and actively seeking out new and exciting experiences, we free ourselves from the shackles of worry and regret and open ourselves up to a world of boundless possibility and delight. Micro-adventures can take many forms, from trying a new recipe or exploring a hidden corner of our hometown, to striking up a conversation with a stranger or learning a new skill. The key is to approach each day with a sense of openness, creativity, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. By regularly injecting these small doses of novelty and excitement into our lives, we tap into a powerful source of motivation, engagement, and resilience. We begin to see the world through fresh eyes, appreciating the beauty and wonder that surround us, and finding joy and meaning in even the most mundane of moments. This shift in perspective is beautifully captured by Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." By cultivating a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the simple pleasures of life, we open ourselves up to a world of micro-adventures, each one an opportunity to learn, grow, and find delight in the present moment. The practice of micro-adventures also serves as a powerful antidote to the sense of stagnation and boredom that can so often creep into our lives. By actively seeking out new and exciting experiences, we keep our minds sharp, our hearts engaged, and our spirits alive. We become more adaptable, more resilient, and more open to the possibilities that life has to offer. As Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By choosing to react to life's challenges and opportunities with a sense of curiosity, enthusiasm, and a willingness to embrace the unknown, we cultivate a sense of inner strength and resilience that can carry us through even the toughest of times. Number 5. Develop emotional agility. Develop emotional agility. In the ebb and flow of life, our emotions can often feel like the tides, powerful, unpredictable, and capable of sweeping us away in their currents. The Stoic philosophy invites us to cultivate the art of emotional agility, the ability to navigate and adapt to our feelings with skill, grace, and wisdom, without being controlled or overwhelmed by them. At its core, emotional agility is about developing a deep understanding and acceptance of our emotional landscape, while also learning to respond to our feelings in ways that are healthy, productive, and aligned with our values. It is a recognition that, while we may not always have control over the emotions that arise within us, we do have the power to choose how we relate to and express those emotions. As Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple yet profound truth lies at the heart of emotional agility, the understanding that our power lies not in the external events that shape our lives, but in our own inner response to those events. Developing emotional agility begins with cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness and mindfulness. By learning to observe our emotions with curiosity and non-judgment, we begin to gain insight into the patterns, triggers, and beliefs that shape our emotional experiences. We learn to recognize the difference between our feelings and our thoughts, and to see our emotions as transient experiences rather than fixed realities. This shift in perspective is beautifully captured by Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By recognizing that our emotions are not the same as our inner truth or our deepest values, we begin to gain a sense of mastery over our inner world and to approach our feelings with a sense of clarity, resilience, and strength. The practice of emotional agility also involves learning to respond to our emotions in ways that are healthy, productive, and aligned with our values. Rather than suppressing or denying our feelings, we learn to acknowledge and validate them, while also developing strategies for managing and expressing them in ways that serve our highest good. This may involve learning to communicate our emotions with clarity and compassion, setting healthy boundaries in our relationships, or cultivating practices like mindfulness, self-care, and self-reflection. By developing a toolkit of emotional skills and strategies, we become more resilient, more adaptable, and more capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and wisdom. As Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." By learning to pause, reflect, and respond to our emotions with intention and skill, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and emotional mastery that can carry us through even the stormiest of seas. Number 6. Practice social snacking. At its core, social snacking is about recognizing the profound impact that even the smallest gestures of kindness, appreciation, and acknowledgement can have on our own well-being and the well-being of those around us. It is a reminder that, in a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, we have the power to create moments of warmth, laughter, and genuine human connection, one interaction at a time. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." By actively seeking out opportunities to engage in positive social interactions, we not only brighten our own lives, but also contribute to the overall well-being and happiness of our communities. Social snacking can take many forms, from offering a sincere compliment to a colleague or stranger, to sharing a smile or a few kind words with a cashier or barista, to reaching out to a friend or loved one with a message of support or encouragement. The key is to approach each interaction with a spirit of openness, authenticity, and a genuine desire to connect and uplift. By making social snacking a regular part of our daily routines, we tap into a powerful source of positive energy and resilience. We begin to see the world through a lens of compassion and appreciation, recognizing the inherent worth and dignity in every person we meet. We become more attuned to the joys and struggles of those around us, and more skilled at offering support, empathy, and understanding. This shift in perspective is beautifully captured by Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who wrote, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" By approaching our interactions with a spirit of humility and self-reflection, we cultivate a deeper sense of compassion and connection, both with others and with ourselves. The practice of social snacking also serves as a powerful reminder of our own agency and impact in the world. By choosing to engage in positive, uplifting interactions, we become active creators of our own social reality, shaping the tone and texture of our relationships and communities. We recognize that, even in the face of life's challenges and uncertainties, we have the power to bring more light, more laughter, and more love into the world, one small interaction at a time. Number 7. Cultivate awe. It is the moments of awe and wonder that remind us of the sheer magnificence and mystery of the universe we inhabit. The Stoic philosophy invites us to cultivate a deep and abiding sense of awe, to regularly seek out experiences that inspire a sense of reverence, humility, and profound connection to the world around us. At its core, awe is a powerful emotion that arises when we encounter something vast, complex, or beautiful beyond our existing mental frameworks. It is a feeling that simultaneously humbles us and uplifts us, reminding us of our own smallness in the face of the grand sweep of creation, while also filling us with a sense of connection, purpose, and profound gratitude for the gift of life. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient, for he that is so wants nothing." By cultivating a capacity for awe and wonder, we anchor ourselves in the present moment, finding contentment and joy in the simple yet profound beauty that surrounds us. The experience of awe can take many forms, from gazing up at the stars on a clear night sky, to standing at the edge of a vast ocean or mountain range, to immersing oneself in a work of art or a piece of music that stirs the soul. It can arise in the presence of natural wonders or in the face of human ingenuity and creativity. The key is to approach each experience with an open heart and a willingness to be moved, transformed, and uplifted. By making the cultivation of awe a regular practice in our lives, we tap into a wellspring of resilience, perspective, and inner peace. We begin to see ourselves as part of a larger, interconnected whole, recognizing the inherent beauty and value in all things. We become more attuned to the subtle wonders and miracles that surround us, finding joy and meaning in the smallest of moments. This shift in perspective is beautifully captured by Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." By opening ourselves up to the majesty and mystery of the universe, we cultivate a sense of connection and purpose that can sustain us through even the darkest of times. The practice of cultivating awe also serves as a powerful antidote to the stress, anxiety, and disconnection that so often characterize modern life. By regularly seeking out experiences that inspire wonder and reverence, we remind ourselves of what truly matters: the beauty, complexity, and inherent value of the world we inhabit, and our own place within it. Number 8. Embrace productive discomfort. Picture a majestic eagle soaring through the sky, its wings outstretched as it rides the currents of the wind. Now imagine the same eagle, perched comfortably in its nest, never daring to venture beyond the safety and familiarity of its immediate surroundings. Which of these two images speaks more powerfully to the strength, resilience, and untapped potential that lies within each of us? The Stoic philosophy invites us to embrace the path of the soaring eagle, to intentionally seek out experiences of productive discomfort that challenge us to grow, adapt, and discover the true depths of our own inner strength and capability. In a world that often prioritizes comfort, convenience, and the avoidance of pain, the idea of actively pursuing discomfort may seem counterintuitive, even foolhardy. Yet it is precisely in the realm of the uncomfortable and the unfamiliar that we find the greatest opportunities for personal growth, self-discovery, and the cultivation of a resilient, unshakable spirit. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." By embracing productive discomfort, we break free from the limiting beliefs and self-imposed barriers that keep us trapped within the confines of our comfort zones and step boldly into a world of limitless possibility and potential. This practice can take many forms, from pushing ourselves to learn a new skill or take on a challenging project at work, to engaging in physical activities that test our endurance and strength, to having honest and vulnerable conversations with loved ones about our deepest fears and aspirations. The key is to approach each experience with a spirit of openness, curiosity, and a willingness to be transformed by the lessons and insights we encounter along the way. As we make productive discomfort a regular part of our lives, we begin to cultivate a powerful sense of self-efficacy and inner strength. We learn to trust in our own abilities to navigate the challenges and uncertainties of life with grace, wisdom, and resilience. We develop a kind of mental and emotional flexibility that allows us to adapt to changing circumstances and find opportunity in the face of adversity. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. If any of these Stoic principles resonated with you, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Engaging in Stoic discussions is a practice highly valued by great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. If you found value in this content, please consider giving the video a thumbs up. For more videos on Stoicism and its application to modern life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. I appreciate your time and attention. Remember, the path to happiness often lies in embracing Stoic wisdom. May you all find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.